Hey, what's up, social media family? I want to share with you a very unique, powerful, and amazing prophetic word that I received from the Lord in corporate prayer. You know how in corporate prayer I was doing my thing. I was praying, just walking around, just praying in the spirit. And then all of a sudden, I heard these words in my spirit, loud, bold, and in my face, rightly deposited. Now, that's a very unique word. That's something that kind of caught me a little off guard. And I was like, rightly deposited. I like where this is going. And so I just kept praying into this. First thing I felt in my spirit was the majority of this word is not talking about money. Okay. I felt what the Lord wanted me to share with people. That this is a word for me and for the people. I am about to rightfully deposit things into my children that when I speak this to them, it's going to scare them. It's going to make them feel a little like, oh my goodness. It's almost like, have you ever had like the Lord gave you insight, wisdom, clarity on something, and you were like, whoa, Lord, I don't think I've ever heard you that clear. Or the Lord told you something that you were like, that's crazy. And then it happens a week later. Or the Lord spoke something about an event in the world that was going to happen. And you thought, I've never heard the Lord like that. And then that event happened. If you've never experienced it, you're going to. And so the word rightfully deposited is a word of encouragement to let you know that when God deposits something big inside of you, you must know that that means that He loves you. He trusts you to steward that deposit. Think about this. And if you deposit money into a savings account, a bond or CD, a stock, mutual funds, cryptos, that money is supposed to gain interest. When God deposits something into you, that word is supposed to mature. Because at the right time, God will always ask for withdrawal on what He deposited. And so you need to know that when God gives you something, it should bring huge encouragement to you, knowing that God trusts you so much that the words that He gave you are going to come to pass. You know, I remember one of the first things the Lord ever spoke to me was He highlighted a elderly lady in the church when I was like 20. Highlighted her to me, and He just spoke the word red. That was it, the word red. Couldn't get it out of my spirit all service, so I just walked over there to her. And I just said, ma'am, I don't know what this means, but God just told me to tell you red. This lady starts weeping. She starts crying. She hugged me and said, thank you. Thank you. It's weird, but multiple times, I remember one time I walked up to this one lady and said, ma'am, I don't know what this means, but red. She said, thank you. I saw two cars I was going to look at, used cars. This little lady didn't have a lot of money. And she said, I saw these two little older used cars, both high mileage, but one was red and one was black. And she said, I need to know if the car's good. So I'm going to go buy the red one. The little car, lasted a while. So when God rightfully deposits something inside of you, what if it's a business idea? What if it's to start a ministry? Well, whatever it is, maybe you're hanging on to a prophetic word. God wants you to know He will rightfully deposit the right things within you, because there's going to be a withdrawal later. That's exciting right there. Now, I also felt that the Lord wanted me to share that, yes, this does include money. For some people, the Lord is going to rightfully deposit money into your life. Remember, when He does, you need to ask Him what the money's for. Some of you have sown, but you haven't reaped yet. It's coming. Some of you, like myself, I've had multiple prophetic words that God was going to use me in great ways in the form of giving wealth to fund the kingdom. That would be deposits that withdrawals come out to the right places. I think the majority of this word that God really wanted me to share was when God drops big deposits in you, and it may come in the form of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, favor, blessing. Understand that you are worthy to receive that amount of a deposit. Steward the deposit well. Like, let's say that I want to invest a good bit of money into a mutual fund. Why? Go to the people that oversee my mutual funds, and I'm like, hey, where are you going to invest my money? What kind of, what kind of fund, what are you going to put in different stocks, or are you going to do an ETF, or what are you going to do? And so we go through and we look at the different things. I want to know, are you going to steward my deposit? And if I put that deposit in with your company, what are you going to do with it? And so another thing the Lord really highlighted to me is rightfully deposit. When he gives you something, yeah, that word's for you. Yeah, that word, you're going to be able to steward it. Yes, I believe in you that much. And so I've had a lot of people, they receive great things from the Lord, and then they didn't do anything with it, but it overwhelmed them, the size of what God had called them to. And so understand this, that the deposit, rightfully so, it was meant for you to be able to steward it and hang on to it and then release it at the right time. A lot of that could be prophetic words, at the right time it's going to be released. And so there you go. I'm just the messenger. I hope that we're blessed you and helped you. Love you guys.